Yo, what's going on, guys? CultofMush back at it with another video. This is the first episode of Mush's mailbox. About a week ago, I asked you guys to send in your questions for this video. I got so many questions. I think it was somewhere over 1,000 questions, so obviously I can't cover all of them. I'm actually only going to be covering 3 questions a video since I actually want to delve into them and not only give, quick one-word answers. A lot of the questions, as you guys have seen, I can make a whole video out of them. So in this video, I'm just going to be covering 3 questions. And if you guys have questions for future videos, leave them in the comment section down below. And if you think I missed your question, obviously just comment again and I will eventually get to it if it's a thoughtful question. So let's get into this. The first one comes from The Gamers News. He asks, what is the worst problem you've had with your PC? Now, I have to go back a little while for this one. I haven't had much issues with my PC in the last year or so. But about 2 or 3 years ago when I was really getting into making YouTube videos and I was just really getting into it, I was making a lot of videos and I had a lot of videos made. Keep in mind these videos weren't uploaded, so I was like really excited. I'm gonna go ahead and upload them, and then my hard drive craps out. I lost all the data. I swear to God, at that point I think I was ready to quit YouTube. I was like, man, this isn't worth it. I just lost so much content. And at that time, you guys have to know, yeah, I had 5,000 or 6,000 subscribers, and it's not like 5,000 or 6,000 subscribers is this huge thing. So I was just like, man, I lost all these videos. I put so much time into it. Keep in mind, I was also dealing with high school at that time. I was in my senior year of high school, and that was just like the most devastating thing I've ever had to deal with. But eventually, I did get a new hard drive, and now, as you guys can see, the channel has grown a lot, and we've gotten past that point. But man, when that hard drive failed, that was one of the most devastating things that ever happened with this YouTube channel. It was just heartbreaking because, 17-year-old me putting hours upon hours of work into videos, and then just to lose it all, it was heartbreaking, and I really don't want to talk about it anymore. And one other major issue I had about 2 or 3 years ago was my power supply crapping out. But it really wasn't the power supply's fault. My house's power just went out. I did not have a surge protector because I was dumb at that time. And yeah, the power supply pretty much went dead, but fortunately it didn't take any other parts with it, so that was nice. The next question comes from Joao Cardices. Sorry if I fucked up your name. He asks, how do you feel about stuff like Uplay, Origin, and companies forcing you to sign up or use their shitty platform, or just the unnecessary one by making certain titles exclusive to such services? Now, Origin is the major one. EA keeps all of their games exclusive to their platform. And originally when Origin came out, I was just like, man, this is just garbage. Origin sucks. But kudos to EA. Right now, Origin is a serviceable platform and it works pretty well. Now, I still don't like my games being split up in the sense that I have some games on Steam, some games on Origin. I would rather there just be one unified platform or service that I could have all my games on. But hey, maybe that's asking too much. I do get why EA made Origin. Their games sell a lot on PC and they want to keep the lion's share of the profits. I understand that from a business perspective. Ubisoft with Uplay is the one I don't understand. It's not like people are migrating to Uplay. Nobody uses Uplay exclusively. And I don't think if Uplay had exclusive games, would it make people migrate over to Uplay. If Assassin's Creed suddenly became a Uplay exclusive, I don't think PC gamers would start really using Uplay exclusively. Most Ubisoft games, from what I can tell, are sold through Steam. So why does Uplay exist? I have no idea. It's just a shitty service that I have no idea why that exists. With EA's Origin, I can understand. Yeah, they want to keep the lion's share of the profits. That's fine. I can understand that from a business perspective. With Ubisoft, it's not like they're ever making a gigantic play at PC gaming, so why is Uplay even existing? That's the one I really don't get, and I think it's dumb. And outside of that, with games like MMOs or Blizzard games having their own services, they're big enough where, yeah, they can have their own client. They don't need to be on Steam or anything like that. Would I prefer them to be on Steam? I don't know. I just like having all my games on that Steam library, getting Steam hours. I know you can add a program as a non-Steam application, but it doesn't feel the same. Call me weird if you want, but that's just how I feel. But yeah, with all those third-party services, the one I just don't really get is Uplay because they don't have any exclusive games on that service. It's not like anyone goes to Uplay and buys their games directly off there. The majority of people that are buying Ubisoft games are just buying them off Steam. So it's just a weird thing that I really can't provide too much more insight on. And the final question comes from Adam Frew. He asks your thoughts on game piracy or piracy in general. Now, I have covered this topic quite a bit on my channel. I'm sure if you YouTube CultofMush piracy, you'll find a video or two by me covering this topic, but it's something that I always like to go back and talk about. So I have mixed feelings on game piracy. Obviously, it's wrong to go and pirate all your games, especially if you're pirating great games like The Witcher 2. The Witcher 2 is actually one of the most pirated games of all time, which is just a shame because that game works well on PC. And it's a fantastic game, and The Witcher 2 is a game that you can get for like $3 during a Steam sale. But I do get why people pirate games. Honestly, I feel like the people that pirate games, they can't afford the games anyway, so if they are pirating the game, yeah, some might think, wow, the developers are losing out on a sale. And while that may be the case a few of the times, I honestly believe people that can afford the games will just buy the games directly off Steam, or just wait for a Steam sale and buy it then. And I really do think people that pirate games are either one, they just don't have the money, they're teenagers, and fine, I understand that, whatever, you're really not doing any harm to the developers. If anything, if you do pirate a game and you really enjoyed it and you tell your friend that does have money, maybe he'll go and buy it. So it's weird how sometimes that works. Another time a lot of people pirate games is if a game's really broken on PC. And we've seen that a lot. Just recently with Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4, that game is absolutely broken on PC. So if you really pirate that game, I can't hate on you, because it's a broken game, and I'm sorry to say this, but the publishers deserve to have their game pirated. And it goes to show, if you do make a quality game on PC, people will buy it. Look at Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. That's a game that came out years ago. Is Capcom saying that that game is being pirated and they're not going to make any profit on that game? No, that game sold really well on Steam and Capcom's going to make a fuckload of money. So I just feel like game piracy is something a lot of developers and publishers use as a crutch for their own shortcomings. Yeah, you made a shitty port. That's why people are pirating the game. That's why the game's not selling on PC. I'm sure Dragon's Dogma is a game that some people pirated, but still, Capcom is gonna make a shitload of money off that game on Steam. And at the end of the day, for a business, that's all they care about. They care about their bottom line and if they're making a profit. And with Dragon's Dogma, that game was a quality PC port and Capcom will be making a profit. Yes, does game piracy have a negative impact to some developers and publishers? Sure. But for anyone to think that it completely cripples the ability to make a profit on PC gaming, well, that's just absolutely ludicrous. So that's gonna wrap up this Q&A video here. If you guys have any questions for future videos, leave them in the comment section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching. If you like this new series, hit the like button. If you disliked, obviously hit the dislike button. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.